Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on wherever you guys are. My name is Ray Wheeler. I am your favorite financial coach. And today is just going to be my introductory video to um, my channel. So I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of breakdown about what I do, kind of what I want this channel to be about, and kind of just take it from there. So the first thing is introducing myself. My name is Ray Wheeler III. I am a licensed financial advisor. I'm licensed in securities and or investments and in and insurance. So I'm able to do those, and I also offer a wide variety of products. I will sit there, and I'm not going to bore you about all the products that I do. I will sit there, and there will always be a link in my bio for you to sit there and have a conversation with me. The reason I'm not going to go over all the products is one, I don't want to sit there and let you guys think that every episode is about me trying to sell products. So you will only see me talking about products, basically this first video. And then after that, any of my services and things like that, you'll pretty much just click in the description to set up a time to chat with me, right? So my whole thing is I got into this industry, the financial services industry, because I found out the need of how bad things are, right? I found out that 85% of people are living paycheck to paycheck. I figured out that the majority of people, more than 75% of people, right, can't pass a basic financial literacy test, right? That people don't even know the basic accounts you need. They don't understand what insurance is. They don't understand, when you're at your job doesn't tell you, right? They say, hey, here's a 401k plan, and then they give it to you, and you have no idea what you're investing in or what you're doing, right? Same thing with your bank or Chase or anything like that, right? People are always constantly selling to you, right? You'll see a Chase card. What does Chase tell you? They sit there and they tell you, hey, it is 1% cash back, buy this card, and then show you all these fun things you can do with your rewards, right? But they never tell you about the negative things that can happen with credit cards, right? And it's the same thing on a ton of different sites and things. I see people on social media, I see on Reddit, and all these people that give their opinion on finances, but no one really knows what they're talking about. And the problem is because there is a distrust that has happened in the industry from people seeing of hedge fund managers or banks or maybe even a past financial advisor or anything like that, right? They felt deceived. They don't feel that they can trust a financial professional. So they sit there and they go to a stranger, right? Who I get it. There are some people that, regardless of profession, are going to abuse, right, and manipulate and do whatever, right? There's nothing I can do about that. There's no one in any other profession can do about that, right? We ask and we hope that everyone acts ethically, but each his own, right? Everyone can do whatever they want to do, and then let the chips fall where they may, and those consequences for those actions will happen, right? So I wanted to sit there and create a space where people feel comfortable, where it doesn't feel salesy, and where someone is helping to let you know that, hey, this financial thing, it's okay to not know. And here's a source of information that I can trust that doesn't have a hidden agenda, right? So if you guys can see behind me, I'll move to the side for a second. You guys see my beautiful logo right here. So raise, right? My whole goal is to help you rise above your situation, right? That is my entire goal, to help you rise above your situation. That is what I try to do with my clients. That is what I try to do with my family. That's what I try to do with pretty much anybody I interact with, whether or not they become a client of mine or not. I want to improve and help their life and put them in a better situation, whether that benefits me or not, right? I just want to help people. That is generally what I like to do. So on this channel, what we're going to do every episode is we are going to meet. Okay. When I say we are going to meet, we are going to motivate, we are going to educate, and then we are going to empower, and then we are going to take action. Okay, so every episode, I will give you something that is motivational, and then I will give you a piece that will be educational, right? Now that you have motivation and you have education, right? Then you can feel empowered to take action, right? Because now you know, all right, I got the motivation to take this action. I have the correct things to do, so I don't feel fearful because I have the knowledge, right? So I'm empowered to take an action, and you can feel okay to go lead, right? So that is going to be my goal every single episode, to do that for you. The goal is to have every episode to be about 15 minutes. I don't want things to go too long. I want to try to keep things simple and sweet. If anytime, in the comments or anything like that, you guys would love a part two of a segment or a talk, we can always do that, right? I welcome all feedback. I hope you guys sit there and you let me know about different topics, things that you've maybe read. Let's take, for example, the government just passed this thing about financial aid reimbursement, right? They're going to forgive $10,000, right? And you're probably getting spam calls, and you're probably getting people on Facebook posting and things like that, right? I would love to be a source to let you know exactly, hey, this is the link you go to, this is how you qualify, this is how you don't, right? And then speak to that person, right? I'm not always going to have the answer, and I could be honest with you, but I will point you in a credible resource that you can use to get that knowledge, right? And then what you do with that is on you, right? Part of what I do, and I don't think a lot of people understand, is my job is to give you advice and give recommendations. Anything that I say is just that. It's a recommendation, it's a suggestion, right? And I am basing it off of the information you've given me. At the end of the day, it is your life, it is your money. You can do whatever you like, right? But I believe that if you are informed, then you will make a better decision, right? Informed people make more informed, better decisions, right? If you're uninformed, you're going to make an unadvised decision, right? So that is going to be the whole point of what I want to do, right, on this channel. And I hope you guys will sit there and be on this with me. I hope that you are liking and sharing these videos, and these things are able to get to somebody and get the knowledge that they really need, right? Lastly, is what I want to point to you guys and let you guys know is I am going to have some of the videos will be live. Some of the videos may just be taped previously or whatever, but I will respond to comments. I will sit there and want to do all those things. This is learning for all of us, so please bear with me for that. I am not the best technically sound person, so sometimes there may be technical issues, things like that. Um, Let me know what things I can do to improve, what you like, what you didn't like, things like that. I definitely want to hear it. So for the first episode, the motivation I want to give you guys is, if no one believes in you today, I believe in you today. I believe that whatever situation you are in, you can get out of. I believe that anything that you are in right now is temporary, right? And the only reason it is lasting longer than temporary is because you are allowing it, because you are being content with it. So you're not trying to actually get out of it, right? You think that it is okay to be where you are at and you have just given up. And I'm going to let you know it is not okay to just give up. It is not okay to stop chasing those dreams that you have. It is not okay for you to just sit there, lay down, and give up, right? We have one life. And with that one life, you should try to do anything and everything that you want, right? Everyone has a bucket list, right? Your bucket list could have sat there and did things. Maybe you missed out. Maybe you've already sat there when you were in high school. You wanted to be a cheerleader, football player, basketball player, track runner, baseball, whatever, and you didn't do it, right? Out of fear of what everyone thought, dance, band, anything, right? You didn't do it. So you missed that bucket list item. I'm sorry, you can't go back to high school unable to do that. But you can go to college. Maybe you're not going to be able to play professional sports in college, but you know what? You'll still be able to go to college. You'll still be able to meet groups. You'll still be able to do intramural sports, right? And then you can live out that way, right? You will still be able to do it. There is still time left, right? So I want you to just sit there and get hype, get urge, right? Whatever you've been thinking on, whatever's been in that back burner, right? Write it down. And then I want you to write down your dream, goal, or whatever it is that you want, right? And then I want you to sit there and make 2 columns, right? Now, what's stopping you and what what do you desire, right? So here, what are all the things stopping you, right? And it could be, money, time, distance, education, whatever, right? What's stopping you? Okay. So those are the things that are stopping you. Okay. Those are real. Now I want you to then write down what are the things that you want to accomplish, right? What are those things that you want to accomplish, right? So you want to, let's say you want to play intramural sports, right? Why do you want to do that, right? Because you want to get back in shape, or you have an itch to play. Who knows what it is, right? Maybe you want to be a personal trainer, a skydiver. I don't know what it is that you want to do, right? But I want you, why are you trying to achieve it, right? What things is it going to do? Is it a better paying job, right? If it's a better paying job, right, you want to get this degree so you can be an engineer, right? And then you being an engineer allows you to get what? More money. More money can allow you to get the house, the travel, all those things, right? And I want you to sit there and do that, right? After you do that, you're going to have these 2 lists of the list of what's going to happen when you accomplish what you accomplish, right? The feelings, the thoughts, all those things are going to happen, right? And then on this list here, all the things that are stopping you, right? After you have that list of things that are stopping you, I want you to break that down and what things on that list are actual barriers. Now, when I say actual barriers, I mean what things are actually stopping you, right? So you make $13 an hour and you are a um, person with a disability, right? And you physically cannot um, go do intramural sports because you can't afford tuition and they don't have a disability or one for a league for people with disabilities or anything like that, right? That's a real one, right? Or the program or whatever you want. You live in Texas and what you want to do is over in Europe, right? There's a physical barrier. You physically have to get from Texas to Europe, right? What are those physical barriers, right? And then this is the hard one. What are those on there that are barriers you've made up in your head, right? What I mean is, most people go, I can't go back to school because I don't have money. Well, there's ways around that, right? There's sacrifices and things that have to be made to save up to do it, but you can do it, right? There's scholarships, there's programs, there's way to do it. And now with online schooling and tuition and payment plans and all these things, it's made it a lot more flexible for you to do those things, right? To get an education. So what would be an actual barrier is you don't think you can do it, right? You don't think you're smart enough. You don't think you deserve to do that, right? I need you to separate that. I need you to put that on another line, right? And that you're going to take all of those, right? All of those non physical, non actual things that are stopping you, right? And most of them, like I said, you're just going to be pretty quick, right? It's going to be, I can tell you right now, it's fear of failure, and it's going to be your le- your lack of self confidence, your lack of self esteem, right? So after you've done that exercise, right? Here's what I hope happens is You see all these doubts and all these barriers, right? But then I want you to see all the reasons and what's going to happen if you accomplish this goal. All these feelings that you get when you think about accomplishing this goal, right? All those feelings, right? And what list is longer, right? The list of all the things and the feelings, or this list of doubts, right? And then the list of inabilities, right? The real physical things, and then things made up in your head. And what you're going to come find out is that there's actually less barriers than you actually think, right? And the biggest thing is you don't feel empowered. You don't feel you have the education to do that, right? And so simple exercises like that is what I'm going to try to do to motivate you to take some type of action to make some type of difference in your life so that you are able to rise above the situation you are currently in and get to the situation that you want to be in, right? That is the whole goal. So, to wrap up, I hope that you guys will like, share, um, and become part of this community with me. And hope that you were able to get some great information. I hope you feel inspired. I hope we're able to get you warm, get you ramped up, and things like that. I'm going to sit there and post the link into the description here where you can schedule an appointment with me if you'd like to talk about anything about the different classes I teach, the different products I offer, or anything like that. All right. Thank you, everybody. You have a blessed day and keep chasing